So, we normally teach East Coast swing for our beginner lesson. We're going to switch up a little bit tonight and teach some Charleston. So if you've been coming to a couple beginner lessons, you'll get something new. If it's your first time here, you'll learn a cool dance, but you'll be able to dance maybe middle to fast tempos really well, and slow tempos you probably won't know what to do with. So, sorry about that, but we want to switch it up a little bit. We might try to help you after the lesson too, to kind of get you up to speed. But what Charleston looks like, we were just doing a variant of Charleston, an intermediate lesson called tandem Charleston, with the girls in front of the guy. This one is going to be side-by-side Charleston, so it looks like this. Bump, bump. You can still see that a lot of the footwork and the rhythm is still the same. And there's still some cool things you can do from this. Bump, 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 bump. I don't know how much we're running through tonight, but we'll get through as much as we can and give you some things to play with. Okay, so let's talk about the posture really quick. We want to think about like being athletic, like we're going to run a race, play basketball or something. So just jump up and land the balls of your feet. You have a little bit of bounce in your knee and your hips. That's where you want to be. You do not want to be in your heels. That's a bad place to be when you're dancing at least. Now what we want to do is we're going to take a step back on the leader's left foot follows right foot, and we're just going to rock step and stay on the ball of our foot. So take a step backwards and the leader's left follows right. Rock, step, very easy. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to kick forward on that foot, so the leader's left follows right. We're going to go rock, step, kick, step. Very good. All right, try that again. 7, 8. Rock, step, kick, step. Cool. Next we're going to add on to that with our other foot. We are going to kick forward. So kick, don't step though. Kick, hold, and then kick back. Kick, down. So the full rhythm looks like this. Rock, step, kick, kick, and kick, down. Back, forward, forward, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's talk about dancing with a partner.
Okay, yeah, go on that side.
So what I want to do, I borrow my partner again. So leaders, I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to put it across the small of my follows back to her far hip here. And then follows, you want to say what you're doing?
Follows, you will take your hand and put it on your shoulder and try and close up some space here. Don't put it too far back in the shoulder or too far in front, just kind of drape it across. If you're too short, you can lower on the arm, whatever you need.
Yep.
Just.
So, let's try this maybe twice, two basics with our partner, then we'll put the music on. So connect up, and then obviously only our outside arms can swing now, but really try to swing it, it does add to the dance. 5, 6, here we go. Back, forward, forward and back, back, forward, forward, back. Awesome. So we're going to do our first cool move. So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the cooler moves is that. Bump, bump, bump. So breaking this down, we're going to be doing our basic just like before. Leaders, you're going to reach for the girl's hand, and ladies, be nice and give him your hand, and don't make him fight for it. So basically on 1, 2, 3, 4, just the same as before. So the first 4 counts exact same as before, except for the fact that I have the hand now, but that's trivial, right? Now, what I want to do is I'm going to bring my hand leaders onto the near hip of hers, because right now it's on the far hip. I'm going to change sides or sides. So, boom, I'm going to bring my hand to this side of her hip. So it's going to look like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So up to 5, we're going to go up to 5, and I'm going to have my hand on the inside of her hip when I stop on 5. From this side, it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's make sure, leaders, you put your hand out around 1 or so. Files, you see the hand, please give your follow or leader the hand. And leaders, slip your hands or inside.
Exact same forward.
Yeah. Same forward pattern before, nothing changes with that. What we're going to do next, leaders, we're actually going to push on that hip. That's why it needs to be the bone structure and not her kidney. So what I'm going to do, she's grimacing here. I'm going to push on this gently as I turn through and kick. So my kick is going to be the exact same time in the rhythm as it always has been, but I'm going to be turning while I do it. So watch first. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 7, 8. So I'm going to be pushing and turning on the 7. So again, from this angle, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 7, 8. Yes. All right, cool. Now what we're going to do is now we're going to kick through on that inside leg. So we're going to go kick, hold. All right, now we're going to turn back to the way we came. Now here's where it gets a little bit technical. Not tricky, just technical. Leaders, I'm going to turn myself, and because I have good frame, I'm connected to my partner. My partner has good frame. She's not all loose. She actually has some frame to her. When I turn myself, it's going to turn her, and we're going to get back to where we started from. So watch first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, push, step, through, kick, and kick, return to where I started. Okay. So, we just step through, we're going to do kick and kick through. So what we're going to do is this. Bump, 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 bump. It actually is quite, yes, it's easy. So, but in order to get that, obviously we need to have this first one down first. I'm hoping that's well or good for you guys at this point. So what we're going to do, leaders, is instead of turning ourselves back, I'm simply going to, when we step through here, I'm going to end up kicking, and then I'm going to rock step. So when I rock step, I'm taking my frame back, which makes her turn. She turns, but then I come back to where I faced, or just where I started from, and I catch her hand. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to come to this point where we just stepped through, and I'll break this down in a second again, we're going to go through it. But we're going to kick, and then leaders are just going to rock step on the inside leg while the follow actually turns back where she came from. So, rock step.
Follows, you just keep your same pattern.
Yeah, follows do the exact same thing. Leaders, what we're going to do is instead, normally what we've been doing is we kick, then we turn and kick through. Instead of turning and kicking through, leaders are going to rock step. So we kick in front, rock step. So step back onto your right leg. So left leg then right leg. Okay. From here, we should feel that we're kind of separated. She's going one way, I'm going the other way. We're going to use that to make this turn work. I'm now going to kick, she's going to kick away from me. Then we are going to turn back like the opposite direction. So kick and turn, kick down. So again, we're right here opposition. So I go kick and kick down. I'm going to turn again. Then we're back opposite hand on the opposite side of our body. Same deal. We're just going to kick through, kick and kick down. And you can keep going with this pattern as long as you want as well, right? Just like the other one. Alright, here's the key to make this cool. Don't do this in place. Don't just be sitting here like this. This is not cool. Don't do this. I want to see you guys move with it. Bump, 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 bump. Move with it. This is what makes it cool, the energy behind it. Okay? So to get out of this, so we're talking about getting out of it now. So basically we're doing our thing here. Bump, 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 bump. Leaders, I'm just going to rock step again and imagine that I get back onto the same sequence I started from. So leaders, to make this rock step work, you can actually rock step going in either direction, but if you do it in the opposite direction, it gets weird. Like it'll work, but you have to kind of think it through. So we're going to do it the way we started at the same side. So when I'm facing this way, say I get into this pattern by rock stepping. So then whenever I'm facing that way again, then I can rock step again. So not now, but when I started. Okay, I'm facing, I'm going to rock step again, and I'm back in my pattern. So the key to the rock step is just make sure that you kick first. So kick and then do your rock step. Don't face the direction to a rock step or you're going to get off beat. So I think this basically it. It's not super technical. Let me just break this down again. So we're just doing our thing. I look this way, this is where I rock step. And then next time I face that way, I'm going to kick, rock step, and that gets me back on beat again.
Follows, you do the same pattern the entire time. So
yeah, you got the easy. You got the easy. Alright, so for the purpose of practicing this, let's we're going to get into it immediately. We're going to do one back and forth, and then the second time we face the way we started, leaders, then we're going to do a rock step again. So watch what I mean by that. We're doing our thing. We're going to get into it. I face here, I get into it. I face away, I face here again, I'm going to get out of it. Rock step. Okay? So make sure you kick first, then you rock step. Yeah, basically, we're going to use this. Bump, 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 bump. So it's really cool, and you can move across the floor with it, but as you can see, if we have 50 people all doing this, there's a risk of collision. Okay. Breaking this down though, then once we break it down, we'll figure out how the transfer will work. Same setup as before. I'm going to put my hand inside hip, kick through. But now instead of simply kicking and going back with her, I'm going to let her momentum just go all the way through with that kick. So I'm just going to go kick, step, I'm tossing her out, then we're just going to alternate our kicks, and then we're going to connect back up again. Bump, bump, which is where we started. So, breaking it down again, I'm just going to go the first 4 counts just like before. Now I'm going to toss her out. Toss, toss. So all we're doing is we're basically throwing 2 extra kicks in there as we turn. Really easy. So one more time. Bump, 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 bump. Step through. Kick, and now we're back to our starting place. All right. So we've been doing our thing. Whatever we end up doing, we can always get back to this rhythm right here, right? Because this is what we've been getting back to. In order to get out of this, what I need to do is I need to prevent my follow from going back again. Now, in theory, I should be leading this every time. Every time I should be pushing and hyper turning. In practice, especially with people that are learning and they're new, she's just going to get a pattern in her head. She's going to keep on going. So leaders, we need to get a little more clear than just not leading it. We actually need to give a definitive don't go there sort of lead or move. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my hand and put it on the across the small of her back to her far hip again. This locks her in place. Even if she tries to turn, she's not going to go anywhere. Okay. So what I'm doing is, I'll do it for a couple different angles. So we're doing our thing here. Bump, bump, bump. I'm going to just put it to the far hip, and we're going to keep on dancing just like before. So different angle. We are doing our thing. Bump, 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 bump. I'm just going to go to her far hip here, and now if she tries to turn, she's not going to be able to. Good. So let's try that. Let me break that down just a little bit more, because I know most of you are here. Yeah, I know. So kick, bump, bump. So basically, we know this kick and kick through. Now, basically, once I kick through, that's where I'm going to put my hand on her inside hip. So now on my 5, if we were counting it out, that's where I'd be again, kicking through 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't want to give you more counts than that because it gets wacky when we start doing all these patterns. You may not actually end there in 5. It might be any odd count. But it would be the 5 in the original pattern we started from. So, with that, we're going to wrap up. I'll do a quick review of what we covered. Before I do the review, though, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. As you're learning swing dancing, there's actually a whole family of dances, right? We just learned one dance in Charleston. Charleston is usually a medium to fast tempo swing dance. If you hear slower stuff, you can still do Charleston. It may not feel right because it's going to feel very slow, like what's going on in the music. So typically what people will do, I just wanted you to see at least what's going on. We do triples like, East Coast swing, it looks like this. And it works well with slow music. You might also see people doing Lindy Hop. So what I would advise you to do is if you like this stuff, keep coming and learn as much as you can because in different weeks we're going to learn different stuff. And you can learn cool stuff that fits in all different ranges of tempos of music. Okay, so quick review. Recap. We started off with side-by-side Charleston. Remember, my hand is on the girl's far hip. We then talked about going through this push-up thing. Bump, bump. We then talked about the guy doing a rock step in the middle of that. We're going side by side. And then we got to that into a rock step again, the way I'm facing. We also talked about doing a little cool travel thing on the floor. Bump, 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 bump. And then we talked about getting out of this, which is simply putting your hand, which I just did, I should say, on the girl's far hip again, and making sure that she doesn't turn away from you. I think that was the entire lesson.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.